Shubor nakaslem jong unongsan Hima.
Myntri Rangbah ka jilla u Conrad Sangma. Henne kasngi ulapleya ka commemorative artistic mural kabadan Ahmad Soso Tham Auditorium. Bad ulapalait ru ya kakali ban pen inam ya kitiar kiba menchua ne ka museum on wheels hakak ten pareng. Haka jingdan lang usambut Myntri Rangbah ka jilla u ba prestun tensong. Myntri badai pet ya katanat arts and culture u ba san borshulai. Ka Chief Secretary ka Kong Arvid Suchiang, Principal Secretary Dr. P. Shakil Ahmed, Commissioner and Secretary Arts and Culture Ba Frederick Roy Kharkongor. Habakren hakani kasngi, Myntri Rangbah Conrad ke Sangma, ula ay kublay kerpang ya katanan Arts and Culture, kabalala ban pen inam ya kisentiu kiskut, bat kiway, kamtam ya kasorkar jella, ban pen long ya ki program baper, bat ompat pen bha ya kani ka jaka hakisnem ki baladem. Kalong ka jing sarong menta bangilala ban pen isya ka pertay, ya ka jing penbabat pen itanat ya kani ka auditorium. Myntri Rangbah ulaya thuru, baka jing tray kalayat chakman, habayaday bat ka jing penbaya ka auditorium sa hatura, bat jowai, bat ru hagi district headquarter baper.
A window to the unifying existence of the earth and the sky.
People must not know this is a temple. Yeah, they will not do that sort of thing. A lot of people will not understand it. It's artistic.
Coming out?
Great.
Rights to me, Meghalaya, Meghalaya.
And on behalf of the Department of Art and Culture, I also like to, I have an extremely happy and satisfied with to witness the improvement in the Soso Tham Auditorium. While entering inside, I feel like I'm in a foreign country today. Compared to what was happening a few years ago, where Malavati, my sister, who is my neighbor, we used to organize various kind of cultural competition, literary awards for students, and I'm very sorry to say that as an organization, our ground force, we have to spend extra money from our own own fund to bear the extra expenses for cleaning of the campus, to cleaning the stage, to arrange our own electricity, extra electricity. And today we are all happy that we do hope that the remaining part, after the Honorable Chief Minister has inaugurated so many things, the wheel and chairs.
And way back in 1980, 81, 83, 84, 85, 86, I think up to 87, we used to have the annual school competition, I remember that time. Be it in drama and be it in the singing competition. And we used to have here all the schools within Shillong, they participated, and we don't have space at all. And when we come out from this hall, I'm telling you, the students, they walk around the Shillong, those who became victorious, those who became champion, they will go all around Shillong, and ultimately, it reminds me our school days, our college days. That was Meghalaya. But this time, we are in a new age. We just discussed with Honorable CM. I think induction of latest technology is required. And now I think upgradation of Captain Williamson Sangma Museum is still on. Very soon we are going to complete it, and again maybe unveiling and inauguration will take place very soon as part of our celebration for the 50th year. So many things happen, and we are going to make sure within December of this year, thousands and thousands of projects we are going to integrate. And not only that, we really wanted to dedicate to the people of Meghalaya. The moral, artistical work done by Mr. Raphael Wajri, I think it's remarkable. Raphael, you are so talented, and kindly keep it up. You are the pride of Meghalaya. I've seen it when I saw from the main gate. I think people will be surprised to see the artistical work done by you. So God bless you, Raphael, your family, and keep it up. So with these few words once again, as time constraint, I would like to wish all of us, especially the officers of Arts and Culture Department, keep it up. Please submit your proposal as mentioned by the Honorable Minister. I think Arts and Culture Department is one of the departments where, from the government, we can upgrade, and not only upgradation, but we can also preserve the identity of the three tribes in Meghalaya.
Langit
to kindly give away the award to Mario Patham.
And the Art and Culture Department that have made this possible. And I would like to add that it'll be nice if the Deputy Commissioner and others could ensure that some kind of a protection barrier is there, because we are all concerned that it's right at the turning of the road, so there could be some incidents that we need to ensure that the entire piece of art that's there should be protected. And I'm sure that it will also become a location where people would like to click pictures, so we may want to just create some kind of a space for that. And also we'd like to have a small picture of that and explanation of what each aspect of the plaque and the mural are identified. And I think it'll be great for tourists to come in and see and read and understand what it's all about. Second, of course, was our museum on wheels. And of course, this is part of Meghalaya at 50 and India at 75. And this is really another way to connect to the grassroots and allow the people of different districts to be part of the celebration and feel the entire 50 years. And it's really been done well. And the different aspects in a small space, we've been able to add the history of our state and really showcase it to the rest of the state. And that's, I think, really a positive thing. And I must congratulate once again the entire team that has made this possible. My only suggestion for that would be that if you could have some kind of an ongoing commentary, which would then speak about the different aspects that are there, so people would enter and the voice recording would continuously tell the people about the different aspects of it. I feel it gives a more lively feel to it, and also allows the people to listen and understand, and they would not have to always read through the whole writings that are out there. And third, of course, is this auditorium. From the day the MDA government had taken over, we used to come here and have different programs, and I must tell you today that I used to feel very embarrassed coming here. And every time I used to come in, I used to wait, when will the program be over, because every time I looked on the side, there was something hanging, and I would see that the chairs are broken. We won't talk about who did it, but those kind of things were there, and this is really a piece of our history. And so many events have taken place here, and it really used to prick me whenever I used to come in here and feel really bad that this has been neglected. And today, really, I must congratulate Frederick and the entire team and our Honorable Minister, Art and Culture, for really taking the initiative and making this happen. We have limited scope to do on an existing space. There's limited scope to really improve things, but it has been tremendous, and I'm sure that we can all feel it also. You can feel the coldness, right? That's I think the air conditioning that's working. So all those kind of things are happening. So it's really great, and I must congratulate all the team members and the entire Department of Art and Culture and the individuals who were involved in making this happen. It's really great, and it's a matter of pride, I should say, because we used to have very important individuals coming in here. We used to have Government of India, central government ministers coming in, sometimes even ambassadors coming in. And I think it's a matter of pride for the state when we're able to provide world-class setups. And of course, we will try to keep improving on this. But I strongly feel that a lot of work has been done. So I once again congratulate. And this is something that we feel is required more and more. And I think all of you are aware that within a few months from now, I should say, within this 50 years of our statehood, so we will be inaugurating the SICPAC. We are in the final phase of putting up the sound system and the interiors, and which will be international level. And we will be having international performing arts programs going on there. And there are a large number of auditoriums each one designed for different performing arts. So I think the SIG pack will be again another very important step towards performing arts and allowing the venues and space for our young artists to perform, but more importantly allowing the space to be used for national and international events. So Shillong will become a very important place to host different kind of performing arts programs once we are done with the SIG pack auditorium. And as I said, it's a full center, so there are multiple auditoriums out there, and I can assure you that this will be one of the best performing arts centers, if not in the whole country, at least in the entire Northeast. And as I said, we are leaving no stone unturned to ensure that we are able to provide the best quality out there. We are also looking at expanding facilities for a hotel out there so that we can actually have both the performing arts and a 5-star hotel in the same campus so that people don't have to travel much. So different kind of facilities are also being planned in that area. So we hope that we'll be able to take that project forward. And but in the meantime, as I said, the SIG pack will also be ready, and we should be inaugurating that within a few months from now. As we have renovated the auditorium here, you are aware that we are doing the same for Tura Auditorium, and the Tura Auditorium also has been in the same shape as the Shillong Auditorium. Again, a place where we used to feel quite bad entering, but we had no choice. I hope that in the next couple of months, the Tura Auditorium also will be equally as good as this. We'll be renovating. The renovation process is going on. Everything from centralized air conditioning to new chairs, just like what has been done out here. The Tura Auditorium also is being done, and we are working towards ensuring that other smaller district headquarters, like for example Juwai, William Nagar, Nongstoin, Riboy, in these areas also we would like to, in a phase-wise manner, take up the renovation of the auditoriums in those locations. We are also working towards having, like we have a SIG pack out here in Shillong, we will be having a convention hall that will be coming up in Tura. The paperwork for that is going on. We hope that within a month or 2 months' time, the new convention hall for Tura, that the entire tendering process for that will be over, and we expect that by April or May, the work for that also should start very soon. Apart from that, as was mentioned by the Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, we are very keen to ensure that our culture and our identity and our history is presented to the people of the state and the world in a much more pleasant manner and much more high-tech manner. And we realize that the museums that we have right now are not up to the standards that are there in the international arena. And so we are very keen to take that forward. Apart from the new ones that are coming out in different locations, there is one art and culture, in fact a museum that is coming up in the Tribal Research Institute at Babadam in Garo Hills. We are also very keen to renovate and upgrade the technology in the existing museums also, and has been mentioned by the Honorable Deputy Chief Minister. We are in the process of doing the same for the Captain Williamson Sangma Museum here, and there's another museum next to it, so that both the process for that has been initiated, and we hope that soon we'll be able to start and complete the work in those areas also. But I think what we are trying to do by really focusing on all these areas is really to showcase our identity to the people. Now this has been said by everybody, from our Chief Secretary to the Honorable Minister to Honorable Deputy CM, that we need to preserve and showcase our culture. And at the same time, we need to also ensure that we give the space to our youngsters who are into performing arts to be able to express their talent and show their talent to the world. And I strongly feel that enough has not been done in the past. And these are things that need not require huge investments, but it requires a coordination between different stakeholders to be able to do it. Now, simple things, for example, we were planning, of course, we could not take it forward because of Omicron that came up, but entire November to December to January, we had planned that we will have weekend Shillong programs, where we really wanted all our artists to be engaged with us, musicians to be engaged with us. where we would have them performing in key centers in the state. Some would be performing in Watts Lake. Maybe we would have a blues weekend, we would have a jazz weekend, we would have a classical music weekend, or we'll have a traditional music weekend. And we wanted to club it with tourism, so that the tourists from outside would have a unique experience, and they would know that, well, the second weekend of December is going to be the jazz weekend in Shillong. So we had really worked out those aspects, but COVID has played a bit of a spoiler for us again. But we hope that in the coming days, not just music, but other kinds of performing arts, be it the theatre or even literature, even painting. So we are very keen to ensure that all these different locations and spaces will allow our people to showcase their talent. If you remember, there were the winter tales we had in Watts Lake. That was just a glimpse of what we are planning to do. So in that, if you saw that there were many artists who had showcased their talent in terms of the painting that they showed. We have also done a beautification of Shillong program, beautification of Tura, Jowai, where we are engaging with the communities, allowing the communities and the local headmen and the committees to actually combine with the government and work towards improving and beautifying their localities. And you've seen beautiful paintings come up throughout Shillong City, Tura and Town and Jowai. And we want this to continue. And I showed you that in the future, more such collaborations will take place with different localities and communities, because it's not just about getting projects done, but I think the important message is that the government wants to work with our communities. The government wants to work with the Dorbars, with the different localities, development committees. We always see that we work with you and we reach out to you when we have problems. But the message we want to give as the MDA government is, it's not just the problems. When there are good times also, we want to work with you. When there's a celebration of 50 years, we want to work with you. When we want to clean up our localities, we want to work with you. And that's the kind of message that we're trying to give through this. And that is where art and culture will be very important in the coming days. And I can assure you that the government is very much focused on it. I don't know what numbers our Minister, Mr. Sharma Shulai, is having in his mind. But as he said, in 15 minutes, he will explain that to me today in the evening. So I do look forward to that meeting. And I can give an assurance to him that the spirit that they have, and no matter what the challenges, they don't give up. And that's really a very strong message to each and every one of us. And I must thank them and congratulate them for the beautiful song that they performed, and each and every one who performed wonderfully. Once again, as our Honorable Art and Culture Minister said, let us also take it upon ourselves to maintain this